Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I'm having a really good productive day. Got 1 week until I go back to Costa Rica. I'm a little bit in over 2 weeks. I get a little antsy when I've been here longer than 2 weeks, but still having a good time, enjoying visiting my mom over the holidays. And we did get one little bit of cold weather. I think that's going to be about it. This has been a pretty warm holiday trip home. But anyhow, just wanted to talk a little bit today about why do other people care what you eat? And more importantly, why do you care what other people care or think about what you eat? This phenomenon has just been a little strange to me ever since I started this lifestyle. But I guess I should preface with I'm pretty much a loner. I'm single. I don't have kids. I live by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. I wasn't the biggest social animal before I came to this lifestyle. And so it hasn't been that much of a factor for me, but it's just like it's one of the most prevalent subjects you ever hear going, whether in groups, forums, and comments and whatever. And it's weird. It just doesn't quite process in my head for some reason. I don't deal with it personally a whole lot in my day-to-day life. I've dealt with it very little. And anytime I've been questioned about what I eat when I'm with a group of people or whatever, has more been curiosity or interest. Even if they don't embrace this lifestyle, I've felt it's genuine interest instead of kind of poking at me, for like, oh wow, you eat weird. Every once in a while, and that's really funny too. I get mostly, like I'd say 99.9% of the comments I get here are all really nice and helpful and whatever. But every once in a while, you get that late night person, and it seems like people are angrier at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for some reason. That'll pop in and it'll just be mad, be like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why are you blah 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 eating this or that?" And I'm just kind of sitting back going, dang man, why is the food that somebody else is eating got you so upset? I'm not ever going to try to lead a movement to take people's food away. I'm not one of those weepy people that when you eat stuff that I don't eat myself or don't like, I'm not going to get all weepy and emotional. You eat what you eat. I can only control my life, and I can only share better options and share opinions. But yeah, I've just never quite gotten this. And a lot of times I kind of get tired of the people that just continuously whine about it. You almost want to tell them, have a spine, grow a pair. And that does not mean you have to be nasty to other people. But yeah, I don't like being bullied. I don't like being pushed. I don't really like being questioned a whole lot. So maybe you need to rent Jack to take to a party or the family gathering so you could see how it is. And a lot of times it's dynamics. And it does have to do with personality types. Certain types of personalities, I'll just let other people run all over them. And other people won't. They stand up. And, they stand up for themselves. They hold their ground. Like I say, once again, I'm not talking about being aggressive or being nasty here. Although I don't like to get pushed too far, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to stay love and light all the time if somebody, pushes me into my red zone. But in general, it's just about, doing your thing. And this really shouldn't be that big of a deal. I used to say all the time, even before I came to this lifestyle, when I was a big drunk and I did eat things that were not the best in the world for me, I still didn't quite get that connection between socializing and the food and the drink, other than the fact of, yes, it's nice to get together with other humans and share food and drink as part of a social experience. But most of the time, like, socializing for me meant the people, being with people, interacting with people, because I eat every day. Regardless of lifestyle, I've eaten every day other than being sick my whole life. So I never, even back then, a lot of times when I would go to a party, or a lot of times when I would go to a dinner to meet people, I would still do some of the things I do now. I would eat, or I would fill up mostly before I went, because I didn't get out all that much, and my focus was socializing when I went somewhere. The eating wasn't that big of a part of it. So there was a lot of times where I went to a gathering and there was good food, and I was the guy that maybe I had a drink, and I might have a little plate, but the food was just not the focus. But yeah, it's just, if you really think about it, you know, just neutralize the situation. Sometimes it's easier to handle something if you're in a social situation, a family gathering or whatever. Sometimes you can handle the situation better without just being aggressive against the person and going head to head, being matter of fact about it. Just throwing a statement about, I eat a plant-based lifestyle. Yeah, I've taken control of my health and I eat a plant-based lifestyle. Sometimes if you have people that are not, I don't want to call somebody a weak personality, but people without stronger personalities that have a hard time standing up for themselves even before they came to this lifestyle, you know, the people that get run over, you almost have to just do a flip in your head and it'll shock people sometime. Next time you go somewhere, let's see if you've got it in you to do this. That somebody's giving you a hard time about your lifestyle. You've probably been kind of that mousy person before. Roar one time at them. You don't have to be mean, but just roar one time. Look them straight in the eye and say, look, I eat what I eat. What I eat, what I put in my mouth, what I put in my body is my business partner. You take care of you and I'll take care of me. And you look them straight in the eye and you speak with a voice of authority and you have that look like I don't back down. I hold my ground. I mean, because there's too many what's the word? Not victims, but there's just too many people out there that are pushovers. And if you, when you know, I don't get that mentality, and then people say, oh, well, they were just, you know, I just caved in. You're doing something good for yourself. You can't let other people get into your head with this societal bullshit and like, oh, everybody else is doing this. Go back to the advice. I know a lot of people that watch my channel and that I network with have kids. You've told your kids before, don't worry about what other people are doing. Take the same advice that most parents give to kids. Who cares what the rest of the people are doing out there? Who cares about peer pressure? I mean, come on. Sometimes I want to tell people like, what, are you 15? Are you back in high school again? I mean, peer pressure is just like, that's almost a joke. I mean, even before I quit drinking, there were times when I didn't drink sometimes when I went out, or there were times when I was drying out. And I occasionally got that one person that wanted to, you know, kind of goad you into it. And I was just almost like looking at them like with a look like, please, you know, I'm not a child. You know, that's for children. That's for junior high school, when you're kind of you're bullied into things or you're talked into things because all the kids are doing it or all your peers are doing it. When you go to a gathering, when you're around other people, you know, number one, you got to know why you're doing this lifestyle. You got to believe in this lifestyle and know that it is a healthy way of living for you. It's a much healthier way of living than these people that you seem to want to please at a party or a gathering or eating. So stick your ground. Know what you're doing. You can be polite about it, but be firm. But in the end, you know, that's just something that I don't even participate in most of those conversations. I just thought I'd do a video on it because it just popped into my head. But yeah, I don't even get into that. That should even be a non-issue. Don't spend any time on asking questions or participating in that. Just don't play that game, because I don't. But anyhow, what you put in your mouth is your business. It doesn't affect anybody else. And to be quite honest, even being a hardcore drinker, I was never that person that go, oh, come on, you got to take a drink. What I drink, what I eat, what I put into my mouth is the only thing that kind of affects me. What you're doing over there, what he's eating, what he's drinking, what he's smoking, what he's snorting, what he's doing, it has nothing to do with me. So in the end, and maybe that's what you need to tell people to do, just you take care of you and I'll take care of me. Anyhow, just my old 2 cents worth. Hope you guys like this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell next to it so you'll get notifications. And I hope the new year is a really good one for you. Love you guys. Peace.